Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Hindu's Data Point. The Supreme Court's recent order on Bihar's electoral roll offers a crucial lifeline to voters who find themselves wrongfully excluded from the electoral rolls. The court ruled that claims can continue even after the deadline for the claims and objections period ended, according to the Election Commission of India. This is a welcome intervention in an exercise that has raised serious questions about transparency and fairness. The numbers, after all, tell us a troubling story about Bihar's special intensive revision process. The Hindu's analysis of the deletion data reveals a clear pattern. Women were disproportionately excluded from Bihar's electoral rolls. More than 65 lakh voters were deleted, but 55.5% of them were women. In absolute terms, that is 36.3 lakh women compared to 29.1 lakh men. The most concerning reason for exclusion is what is called permanently shifted. This accounts for over 26 lakh voters. Here, women make up a staggering 61% of those removed. This massive gender gap suggests a major issue. Many married women who moved may have been wrongfully excluded. If they had moved within Bihar, then the onus is on the Election Commission to re-register them as voters in their current area of residence. Our investigations also found other problems at the booth level. We found 80 polling booths with unusually high numbers of dead among the young. These were areas that showed more than 50 people in each booth and under the age of 50 being marked as deceased. Even more alarming is the fact that 973 booths show 100% death-based exclusions. This means that every single deletion in these areas was attributed to death. That is a statistical impossibility. It suggests major data entry errors or verification failures have happened here. We also identified 127 polling booths which displayed a high gender bias in deletions. Here, women made up 80% or more of all deletions. Again, this cannot be explained by natural demographic variations. Perhaps most concerning are the 5,084 booths with high numbers of absent or untraceable voters. These are people officials couldn't find due to road checks, or as they claim so. Many of these booths are in border districts like Purnia, Kishanganj and Champaran. They are also mostly concentrated in areas with large Muslim populations. These numbers are not just statistics. They are real people who could lose their fundamental right to vote. The Election Commission's own numbers are a bit puzzling. The Election Commission claims that over 15 lakh new voters have registered, while only 33,000 claims were filed for re-inclusion among the 65 lakh excluded names in the claims and objections period. This huge gap suggests a problem for us. New voters and re-registered voters both use the same Form 6. So there is a good chance that data might be conflating the two groups. The patterns we have found also point to serious systemic issues. When entire polling stations in border areas show mass absent classifications, this demands investigation. Thankfully, the Supreme Court's interventions recognizes these concerns in a way. The court in its September 1 order had directed paralegal volunteers to assist voters. This in a way acknowledges that the system requires further improvement to protect every citizen's vote. The path forward requires urgent action from everyone on every stakeholders involved in the electoral process. First, political parties must look beyond partisan gains. They need to actively help voters, for example, in the 127 booths with extreme gender bias and across the border districts with suspicious deletion patterns. Second, the Election Commission must also seriously investigate these anomalies. It must, for example, verify the 973 polling stations with 100% death-based deletions and the 80 areas with impossibly high young mortality rates. Finally, civil society and the new paralegal volunteers must also act. They must proactively reach out to voters in areas showing mass absent classifications, for example. The Bihar SIR experience offers a crucial lesson for our democracy. A clean voter list cannot be just rushed through. The Election Commission must not put administrative ease over voter rights. For further revisions in other states, the Election Commission must change its approach. It should move away from this fast, deadline-driven exercises and instead use intensive revisions over longer periods with thorough door-to-door verification. Only then we can ensure a fair and inclusive electoral roll for all. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to the Hindu's YouTube channel.